Hello guys, welcome to the fourth episode of One-to-One Sociology. In the last episode we covered material deprivation and education. Today we're covering the last external factor of education, which is cultural capital. Bourdieu and his three types of capital. Bourdieu argues that both cultural and material factors contribute to educational achievement. He believes that they are interrelated and uses the concept of capital to explain why the middle class are more successful. Bourdieu identifies three types of capital. These are educational capital, cultural capital, and economic capital. The term capital itself refers to wealth, and therefore economic capital simply refers to money. Cultural capital is a little bit more complicated. It refers to the knowledge, attitudes, values, language, tastes, and culture of the middle class. Bourdieu sees middle class culture as a type of wealth because it gives an advantage to those who possess it. They are more likely to develop intellectual interests and an understanding for what is required for success in education. This advantages the middle class because these abilities are valued in education. Schools are therefore not neutral and favor and transmit middle class culture. Schools devalue working class culture as rough and inferior, which teaches working class pupils to get the message that education is not for them and causes them to respond by giving up. Bourdieu also argues that educational, economic, and cultural capital can be converted into one another. Middle-class children with cultural capital are better equipped to meet the demands of school and gain qualifications, which is educational capital that later earns them economic capital, which is wealth. Testing Bourdieu's ideas. Alice Sullivan used questionnaires to conduct a survey of 465 pupils within 4 schools. She assessed their cultural capital by asking about a range of activities such as TV viewing habits, reading, and whether they visited galleries and museums. She also tested their vocabulary and knowledge of cultural figures. She found that those who read complex fiction and watched TV documentaries developed a wider vocabulary and a greater cultural knowledge. The pupils with the greatest cultural capital were children of university graduates, which shows educational capital. These children later perform better at GCSEs. However, although successful pupils were more likely to be middle class, Sullivan found that cultural capital only accounted for part of the class differences. She believed the other part in the class gap was the greater resources and aspirations of the middle class. That's all for cultural capital. Thank you for watching. We have now completed internal factors of class differences in achievement. In the next episode, we will begin with the external factors. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.